Hey everyone, MyUsernamesThis. Today I'm going to be discussing the new jailbreak update that's going to be coming out fairly soon. So right now it's basically been over a month since the last fall update. Like they've been taking like 5-6 weeks to like roll out jailbreak updates right now. So the only thing we really like know for sure that's going to be happening in the next update is going to be like the volcano goes boom. That's literally what everyone is saying. And I think I found some proof here about that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Photoshop window here. And you can see right over here I have the jailbreak logo. And you can see back over here, I'm gonna zoom in, it's gonna look very pixelated, but right over here, in the upper left hand corner of the icon, there's some smoke. And there could only be one thing in jailbreak that is feasible enough to cause smoke. In the jail, it looks like it's from this area and it's like above this mountain. So if you guys don't know like where the location of that smoke is, you can see right over here, there's like the prison is like this side, and there's like some mountains and some rocks. So basically, this is like maybe like the edge of the jail. It could be the edge of the police station as well, but it looks like it's somewhere from like over here for like a bunch of trees and stuff. And you can see like there's like some camping cops and everything. This looks like the jail, so it's probably something either behind the jail, which means this mountain in the back here explodes. Which I don't know if that's for sure or not. Maybe the thumbnail could be a bit deceptive, you know, you gotta like take a bunch of these hints with a little bit of a grain of salt. But what it looks like very plausible is like there's a smoke area filling this section of the map. And in case you guys haven't like been paying attention for like the last like however many months or so, you can see there is a giant volcano and it's super duper smoky right now. It's like rising. It stopped rising for like the past few weeks or so because like, I don't know, Asimo didn't update it, who knows. And also there's like a tweet on Asimo's Twitter which I can go ahead and bring up right over here. Jailbreak update news, live event, all servers, 2 billion visits. If it's a live event, it's probably not going to be like, oh, we hit 2 billion. All these cars are instantly going to be out. All these like news stores are going to be whatever. Like probably not going to be like some form of news store and like something will happen at a certain time. It's most likely a natural, like something about the map is going to change. Maybe a nuke will drop, maybe whatever, who knows. It's probably not going to be just some lame old bug update that adds like a 1 or 2 vehicles because that's not worth having a live thing. So the only thing that really seems plausible for something to happen live inside of this next jailbreak feature is this volcano right over here, because it's already smoking over here. Is like the most logical conclusion that basically everyone has like on to think about, but the volcano is gonna go boom. There may or may not, you know, like that a tunnel over there by the museum, that may or may not be like some like sort of fallout shelter or something like that, like where you have to like go hide in case the volcano spews out nuclear waste as part of its eruption for some whatever reason, or in case maybe a giant nuke comes and the volcano was just there to distract people. And another thing about the new update is that Anthro/Arthro, whatever you want to call it, came out. And if you guys have been playing jailbreak with the Arthro packages, you know, when you go in the bank or like somewhere where like there's lasers, the Arthro collision box is like super huge, and in the bank you like immediately take like damage from the laser you're supposed to normally crouch at. Even though you crouch, you still take a bunch of damage. Probably gonna be fixed as well. And over here I'm on Asimo's Roblox profile, and I'm gonna go ahead. He usually hides a bunch of things inside of his inventory over here, which Creek and I typically like go on like streams and just come over here to his meshes, if that would actually work. Roblox, okay, Roblox has been having a bunch of issues, probably because of the sheer amount of people that are going on Roblox right now. Okay, meshes, you better load.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, so here we go, we found all the meshes. Finally, they loaded, because Roblox has been having so many issues recently. So right over here, the first thing that is new that isn't in the other update, I don't know why it's taking so long to load, but right over here, we have a brand new stop sign. So finally, after ages and like who knows, like over a year ago, whenever they first added these so-called stop signs over here, I'll show you an example. Like right over here, look at this. What is this? Okay, what even, Asimo, what was he thinking like whenever he built the map? Okay, so finally, we're getting legitimate stop signs with 8 sides. Okay, and that's gonna be like the biggest bug fix in the history of jailbreak. Everyone's been waiting for it for like basically an entire year now. So yeah, finally we're getting legit stop signs. There's this new thing over here called chunk, and the chunk just looks like some like bit of like particle debris or something. And the only logical explanation as to why Asimo will want some chunks is like chunks of debris flying around the map when the volcano blows up, or maybe like a giant nuke falls and all the chunks of like nuke go like flying everywhere, you know, that's the only really logical explanation. So basically that limits it down to like it has to be some form of like a kaboomy thing, whether that be a volcano or a nuke or a jewelry store exploding, who knows, but it's gonna be some form of explosion. And over here on Asimo's Twitter, he's replied to a bunch of people. I'm gonna go and just look around here. So over here Asimo has said that he put a bunch of hidden assets on an alt. Last time we found him, like the I Really Love Corzo alt, he's like, I don't even know how you did that, but I mean, somebody's gonna eventually find it. It's gonna be a matter of time. I'm not really in no life that does that. That's probably like someone like Creek that will do that, but yeah, we don't really know anything about the alt. Maybe Asimo's lying because, you know, Asimo sometimes says like some pretty like deceptive things. Like he did say whenever the train update was coming out that trains are never going to be added in Jailbreak, Roblox just doesn't let them. And then like right before the update, BadCC be like, we're adding trains, and yeah, so sometimes Asimo will do that. So maybe it's a plane, okay, that's another feature, because Asimo did say he'll never add planes because of this, so that may happen, judging by what Asimo has been doing. And Asimo also suggested that it's not necessarily going to be exactly live, it's going to be like around like the weekend after it hits 2 billion, and also about Arthro. There's a 50-50 vote, and Asimo did say like he's gonna have to optimize it for things. It's gonna be a bit tricky. So assuming that like he said a bit tricky, because they tend to take challenges whenever they said, oh, the train's not gonna work, but they somehow get it to work anyway. I'm assuming that they're finally gonna be optimizing Jailbreak for Arthro. So no more like if I was in an Arthro package right now, no more feet sticking through the cars and, you know, like a bunch of random shenanigans that happen with the Arthro packages. Asimo did say he wanted the update to be like the weekend after the game hits 2 billion visits, so that'll probably be an update in 2 weeks. He like said this thing about 4 days ago, so probably either next week or the week after is gonna be this update. It's gonna be sometime in November for sure. There's no way it's gonna be hitting it unless like there's some crazy like surge of bots on Jailbreak or whatever, you know what I mean. And a bunch of people have also been asking Asimo whether or not like server size are ever gonna increase to like 100 or 200. The thing is, I'm not sure if you guys have watched some of my videos where I fill the entire server with a bunch of bacon hairs or andromen or something like that, but whenever I do that, the server gets horrendously laggy, and that's only with 25 or so people on it. So imagine that times 4 times 8, because like lag isn't necessarily linear, it's probably like some exponential quadratic sort of like function. So it's gonna be ridiculously laggy, and there's gonna be a bunch of optimization needed, and Roblox has gotta fix a bunch of stuff before like the game can ever support like 100 player servers. But I mean, I'm completely up for 100 player servers if it's like a bunch of people with good connections, if the server already is like pretty good, because you know there's a few of those like shady Jailbreak servers that like literally lag and have like 2 seconds of ping, not even 2 milliseconds, but 2 like whole seconds. That's like 2,000 milliseconds in case you guys don't do math, but like those servers are ridiculous, and there's still some of those that exist on Jailbreak, which I don't even know why, but like it's gonna be a while before Jailbreak ever hits 100 players. But I mean, considering that the volcano is gonna go boom, and Asimo's already been having issues with like trying to like reduce lag right now, then I really don't think that it's gonna go up. It may or may not even go down. So like 25 people may be a bit too much for like a bunch of particles exploding everywhere. If you guys have played like Lumber Tycoon 2, you know that even with 6 players, the game gets really laggy at times. Natural Disaster Survival, it gets laggy sometimes as well. And right here I just found a tweet about like some new physics engine. So hopefully that fixes those floating helicopters in midair, and like the vehicles that are just so slow to fall, and like the ones that just like fling you everywhere, you know, hopefully all that like vehicle nonsense gets fixed as well. And like some of the random anthro bugs, like you can't crawl under certain things in the jail, and you can't fit through the ladders. A bunch of those things, like they aren't really Jailbreak issues, they're more like Roblox bugs. So I mean, hopefully like by the time the next update comes out, those Roblox bugs are going to be fixed. But I mean, other than that, Asimo and BadCC have basically said they can't really do anything about those. Also, I'm not sure if the gun through the wall like no clipping trick is going to get patched or not. That's probably also like a Roblox thing. It could be a Jailbreak thing though. I mean, depends on how like anti-glitch BadCC and Asimo are. They have been like really anti-snowman for like the past basically almost an entire year, because I remember at this time last year, that's when penguins and snowman became really popular, and like it's so much popular that those 2 packages actually made it to the front page on the Roblox catalog, which is like honestly insane. So I guess that basically just wraps up all the new update features. Like I said, the thumbnail highly suggests some form of smoky black sooty carbon thing, which the only thing that really like is gonna be a super heavy carbon based thingamajig that's plausible, because I mean, nuclear bombs, in case you guys don't know, they like start off with uranium or plutonium, then like they break up into like heavy metals and stuff, not carbon, and like those metals usually don't like produce soot, okay? Like that's more of a carbon like combustion thing. So it seems like that nuclear like explosion is gonna be wiped out, because if you guys have seen any nuclear like images or like depictions of a nuclear blast, it's like a giant red fireball, not like some sooty brown black smoke like the volcano currently has right now over here. So basically it's confirmed that a volcano is going to be erupting like smoke. In the jailbreak thumbnail looks like that, and that's like what a volcano looks like. So basically that's like volcano confirmed in jailbreak. So I guess we'll go and just wrap up this what could be in like the next jailbreak update here. Basically we know stop signs are getting revamped finally. Anthro may or may not be implemented, because asimo did consider that, but like it was a 50-50 vote, and who knows what asimo and bad CC are gonna do. May or may not be planes, because of what they did with like the trains, how they said, oh, trains aren't gonna be here, but then they released the train anyway. So yeah, I mean, it could be just anything. So I guess if you guys enjoyed this, hit like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think the update's gonna be in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.